the seamstress at the cottage, and welcome back. I wanted to see. It's snowing. It's snowing. It makes me so happy. So, anyway, it is Friday Sews. It's a hashtag. It was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. And on Friday Sews, we talk about what we've been making, maybe acquisitions, and just life in general. And if you're going to click on this hashtag, you will find a lot of other sewing content of amazing creators. What have I been up to? Today, I drank at least 2 cups of coffee and 1 cup of cocoa, and I'm a bit cocoa and coffeeed out, so there's no coffee. But I have been up to sewing this week. I actually sewed quite a lot because I did batch cutting. Now, batch cutting is something where you cut out all the things that you're planning to make, put them together in heaps with all the pattern markings transferred and iron on done. And then when you're ready to sew, or when you have a few minutes, you can just grab that and sew it. So I've been applying that to my sewing practice because sewing is a practice and you have to do every day or every second day. And so this week I finished my dress. This was one of the dresses I spoke about in my spring plans. And there you can see it. It is the McCals M7325. I love this dress. So I did put a poll up to ask you about the back. In the end, I had enough fabric by taking the skirt and just putting the back panels on the side of the skirt. And in the end, I gave the back a seam and I used another fabric to line the back. And it actually worked out really fine. I really am happy with this dress. I used the size large. It is size 16 to 18, and it fitted me perfectly. I followed the instructions, and in the end, I made view D. But because my fabric was really not enough, or it was enough, but I had to really work to get it out, I gave it just a 3/4 sleeve. And I'm happy with that because then I can put up a top underneath. I had this top in the right color, and yeah, I like how it looks together. I didn't use the blouse bottom. I just cut a strip of fabric, whatever was left of the fabric that I had. I just used that, fold it in half, and then cut it out. And I'm really happy with this dress. Then the next one, I made this one. I thought that I need to make the extra large. Extra large is 20 to 22. But this pattern is very big. You most likely will be okay. If you usually wear a 16 to an 18, I would make the medium, which is a 12 to a 14, because it was massive. Made the dress, put it on, looked like a sack on me. So in the end, I cut it shorter and I turned it into a top for my friend. And she's very happy with it. I was quite miffed about that and quite sad, but you know what? You win some, you lose some. And that's part of the process of sewing. I will make it again. I will have to go and get some linen or something to make it in. And I will make exactly the same pattern, just 3/4 sleeves. Most likely view E or no, view D. I will do view D. And I will again do all the enough fabric in the back and the front, do it exactly the same, but I will make it on a medium. Then Joanne said a pattern sale, and I'm back to that point. I'm only going to buy patterns that I need. I did need a few patterns and some I just wanted. This Naomi pattern from Mimi G, ME2016. I love it. I love the detail on the skirt. I will most likely make view A, which is a longer version. I love the puff sleeves and I love the pockets. There's a diagram. You can see how they make them. And I want to make this most likely in this red linen. Now, I had a red linen dress which I made from a peasant top pattern, and I wore it to pieces. So that dress I ended up giving to my sister, and of course, I needed another one in my wardrobe. And then recently, one of my Ko-fi supporters contacted me and she said, here's a little gift, get yourself some good quality fabric. And so I went ahead and I got this. Then skirts. Skirts are growing on me. And I particularly like this M7906. So if there is fabric left over from this red, I might over dye it in another color and then make a skirt like this. Because I got 3 meters and it is quite wide, but I also see that that Nomi pattern takes a lot of fabric. So I'll see, otherwise I'll scratch in my stash and get something there. The next one is this one. And I love this one. I've always loved it. Minerva had it last year as a free pattern. I did download it, but for me to print it out and then stick it together will cost me much more than to buy the pattern for $1.99. So I went ahead and I bought the pattern, and I love, love, love VD. And I do think I want to make VD sometime soon. I don't think I have fabric, but I went to the secondhand store and I still have a gift card from there, or not the secondhand store, the Goodwill. And there was a sheet there that I think will make this dress beautifully. So I might just go back and get that sheet if it's still there. Oh, and then this one. It might not suit my figure. I'll have to see. But this is McCall's 8197. And I just love this baby doll look. I've always loved it. I've made this baby doll look since I was a teenager, and I will most likely make it, but make it longer. And this pattern is just a basic one with a scoop neck and a zip in the back, and I think it's just beautiful. And then there is this one, McCall's 7650. And I got this for the top on it, the view A, and the dress view C. And I like how intricate it is. It's like the side panels go lower than the front panel. So it gives you these different lines. And I think it's just so pretty. And I think I would like to make the dress in something like a rayon or maybe a brushed cotton. I'll have a look. I think it should also work in a knit fabric even, but I will see when I get there. The next one is M8035. So Christy Dawn is one of my favorite designers. Her stuff is so feminine and so beautiful. And last year I did a video on looking at my antique and vintage patterns to find a pattern that I could make that looks like one of her dresses. And I showed you a few, but they were all the wrong size. And I can adapt the sizes. But when I found this one for, again, $1.99, it is the M8035. I just fell in love with it. And view C, I think is beautiful. And instead of putting an elastic in it, I think I'm just going to give it a drawstring and make it out of something soft and flowy. Speaking of soft and flowy, shower curtains. You sometimes get 100% shower curtains, and they are made so that you can put just a backing of the plastic in the back. And these ones from Target were just too beautiful for words. And my friend blessed me with them, and I think this is the perfect fabric for this dress. I actually think I want to make view B and then just make it longer. Maybe give it like 3 layers of ruffles. I think that could look really stunning, and make it in this. And look at this, how flowy it is. It is the softest flowy cotton that I've seen in a long time, and I just love the blue. Then friends of mine are in New Zealand. They live there, and they were coming out to the States, and they contacted me and said, if you want some, let us know what you want. And I said, no, I don't want anything. So they said, well, we're going to give you anything anyway, so let us know what you want, because then you will get what you really want. So I said, you know what? I love New Zealand yarn. I've had some New Zealand merino ones, and it's just beautiful. I love it's very close to the South African merino, but I find it softer because it's colder there. They're fine merino. So they brought me this. It is an artisan, soft and lofty, durable British brush tail possum blend, and it's from zialana.com. And it is 80% fine merino and 20% brush tail possum in the color honey, and it's the softest yarn that I have seen in many, many moons. And they brought me free balls. Free balls, that's 300 yards. I can do a lot with that. But oh my gosh, I think it should be something like a cow or something. I think that could be really pretty. Look at this color, isn't it just gorgeous? And then I've been knitting because, as you know, knitting is my therapy. And my jersey is actually growing really well. I'm very happy with the pattern design. I finally did my bubble in a way I like it. There's a lot of bubbles online. Just go and Google it and adapt it until you're happy with it. I love the honeycomb. I love the inverted eight. I just love everything about this. And the interesting part is I'm still on the first ball of yarn, and look how far I am. This this is just amazing. This Lion Brand Fisherman's Wool. It's just amazing how far you get with one ball. So I'm still working on that, but I'm having fun. Life update. It's snowing, as you can see. So I am one happy camper. I love snow. I love rain. We even had a little bit of rain yesterday. It's one thing that I've really been missing over here. It's not dry, but it's not as rainy as, for example, England. And in South Africa, we have like weeks on end where it will rain and then it will stop. And I love that when you have like a few days in a row when it's raining. And I haven't really had it here. So I'm really chuffed today with how it looks outside and what's happening. But I see the snow is starting to stop and it's going to go up to 8 or 6 or 8 degrees later on Celsius. So it means this is not going to stay or stick. And I'm quite sad about it, but I'm enjoying what there is. And I think when I'm done with this video, I'm going to go outside and play. I always love spending time with you here, and I really appreciate each of you who've joined me over here. I see there's a few new faces. Welcome here. And if you like this video, please put a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, do all those things that everybody always asks for if you feel like it. And I love spending time here. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I am now going to go outside and enjoy the snow a little bit. Goodbye.